What's up? Welcome to another episode of Crowncast. I am Garrett. This is Ben.
What's up?
And we are AVL integrators. We do audio, video, lighting, design, build, bunch of stuff, work with a lot of churches, work with a lot of studios, different venues. And today we have some guests. So we have Daniel from Salesforce, and we have Anna from Antari.
Hi.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Hey,
I love when
I love when we have
Great, guys.
guests. Me and Garrett are in the office all day together anyway, alone.
Talking politics and gold and Bitcoin.
Yes,
But,
constantly.
But this is funner because we get to talk gear in our industry.
Yeah.
So Anna, how'd you get involved with this? How long you been with Antari?
Well, I've been in the industry close to 24 years. I worked for Chauvet Lighting for 23 of those years.
Dang.
Did everything from sales support to national sales manager for the last 13 years. But now I found a new opportunity with Antari. Antari approached me because now they are the sole distributors of event lighting. Event lighting is an Australian brand. We are manufactured in China. However, we own our own factory.
Nice.
So everything is engineered in Australia and manufactured in China.
Interesting.
So we're able to offer quality products at a more affordable price.
Nice.
Sweet.
So so Antari now has event lighting,
Correct.
but they're really known for
Antari is known for atmospherics.
atmospherics.
Yeah, we do
right.
everything from fog, haze, snow. We do scents.
Right.
Like we have scent
yeah.
machines like for amusement parks or
Bubbles.
Yep, we do bubbles. We even have a line of fire training.
I saw it on the
machines.
website. I was going to ask what that was.
Yeah,
Fire
it's
training?
it's a special machine with special fluid that creates a really thick fog that you can't see through.
Oh,
so
I
it
get it.
mimics a fire.
I thought it was like a fire extinguisher thing.
No,
like
no,
Antari
no,
was making
no,
like
it's
a
just
fire
fire
extinguisher.
training.
Gotcha.
Train the fire department.
quite the
They
effect.
use that.
Yeah.
Quite the effect, a fire retardant
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah, we're very well known for our snow machines.
Yeah.
They're the most reliable, I would say, on the market.
Yep.
Antari's been around since 1984. We are made in Taiwan, not China. So prices are a lot more stable than
Right.
everybody else right now.
Oh my
And yeah,
goodness.
so atmospherics, you think Antari.
Right.
Yeah.
Every November something, we start getting the calls. Hey, we need snow machines.
Yep.
Every year, hey, we need snow machines. Christmas services are coming up, and we're like, we'll see if we can get them.
Yep.
I mean, I think once we sold like 40 or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Wow.
in the church world, having snow at your Christmas service has become the norm. So if you don't have it now, you're like behind the curve.
No.
So if you're in a church, you got to have snow at Christmas,
Yeah.
especially in Florida. So yeah, we always get hammered with calls. They wait until like,
Last minute.
yeah, we're like, oh, this is the worst time to buy snow machines. Like everyone's buying snow machines right now. We should get them earlier. But yeah, we've used the snow machines a ton, all the different types too. We like the more quiet ones. You guys have one that's a lot quieter
we
than
have
another one.
We have the W250, which is made for theatrical use, and it is very quiet.
Yeah,
It's not the most powerful machine, but it will do the job for presentation.
right.
Yeah, I would also say the S500, just because the way it runs out of a road case, and
That's
it runs
yeah.
through a hose. So that road case can then be hidden in an area, in another room, somewhere. So the fan, the pump, all of that
Right,
can
that you don't
be
hear it as much.
separated from your output nozzle.
That's probably one of the most popular machines because it is very powerful. You can use it outdoors, you can use it indoors, and just place it up high, and by the time the snow hits the ground, it's gone.
Right.
It has a 20-liter tank, so it has a long run time as well.
Do you know how far away? I mean, do you know how long you can have the hose? Is it like can you like?
So it comes standard 30 meters.
Okay,
But we do have an extension, so we can go up to 60.
crazy.
So we have two versions. Essentially, your standard version that comes with your 30-meter hose. We do have a XL version, which comes with all the accessories. One of the cool accessories is an articulating mount. So essentially the nozzle that mounts up, it'll
Yeah.
automatically articulate back and forth so you can cover a wider area without the need for multiple machines.
Nice. I remember once we had a snow machine. We installed it. This was when we were on staff at a church. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have the jug of fluid on the floor. And so I got really thin. I got the same piping that typically goes between the jug and the unit. And I got like 30 feet of it. And dude, you could not. I tried. I tried sucking it up. I don't know what the physics are, but it was impossible. It did not work. So I had to rig up the jug up there, but it was, I guess, too small for the pressure or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the physics are.
We do have an external pump for that exact situation.
But that's what I needed.
So if you have your fluid and it's just easier at ground level to refill, change out stuff, you don't have to put it up in the rafters.
Right.
We have a pump that you put in line and it'll pump it up. I think the distance is 30 feet. It might be a little bit more than that, but it'll pump it vertically to your machine.
All right, that's what I needed.
What's the one with the hose? What's the name of the one with
It's
hose?
the S500.
The S500.
Yeah.
That's the one. If you're a church, man, that's
what
the
they
one
need.
because so production staff are always like way overworked at churches. They don't have time. And Christmas comes, you already have like a ton of stuff going on. And now you have to go up and rig a bunch of snow machines everywhere and get power to them and get DMX and all this stuff to them. If they had a spot where they could just have a road case on the ground and you just have to run this hose up there and you get the articulating thing too, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, production guys would love that thing.
Is that it?
There we go.
Look at that thing,
Yeah,
dude.
so
the thing's
That's a
awesome.
long way, man.
That's it.
And it's on the articulating mount.
Yeah, I see
you
it.
see the nozzle there. So that kind of just gives you an idea of what that looks like. It can be mounted, obviously, upside down. That's usually how you would mount it to a pipe or something.
Is that like a gun nozzle? Can you like shoot it?
Could you hold it?
Okay.
It kind of looks like it.
There are some crazy pastors that would love to walk out
All right.
holding that thing.
Just hold the nozzle and fire it out into the crowd. I mean, theoretically,
Well,
you
could
could.
do that. But I
went
don't know
to-
if you'd want to do that.
I went to the parish train Christmas thing. I mean, we're talking small town as it comes. Like
Yeah.
in parish, they have this little train. Like they're known for their little.
There's a
They're
train
trains.
museum there. You can ride a train.
That's
yeah.
so cool.
And you go to the North Pole. So you take the train, you go to the North Pole, which just is some guy's backyard, covered in lights. And they had a Grinch dude, and he had a snow machine. It wasn't this one; it was a different one or something. But he had it in a gun form, and we're just shooting kids in the face with snow.
From 2 feet away, just
It was this guy, Grinch, green face, the whole thing, just shooting kids with the snow. I want that
that's
now.
funny.
We need that.
that's awesome.
So just to give you an idea of where that sits, so the S500, just the base model, you're looking at a map of 1859. The DXL that comes with the extra hose, the articulating mount, external remote as well, just for remote control. That one comes in at 2719 map.
Yeah.
So that'll give you a good idea of what those are going to cost
Nice.
you.
That's perfect. I mean, I'm wondering like what kind of output that has versus like the
Oh, it's
smaller
massive.
form.
It's massive.
It's huge.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So it goes. What's our shooting distance on those? I want to say it's something like 30 feet.
Yeah.
It's pretty significant, and that's
Yeah.
just 30 feet straight.
Straight.
So if
Any
you're
kind of
angling
height
up
or ceiling
or-
height, and you can just let it kind of
Right.
fall.
It comes down like regular snow. And
Right.
then you can regulate the thickness of the snow as well.
Oh, dang.
All the pieces, or
Yes.
The actual snow.
So
Sweet.
we have
love that.
basically fan regulation from 10 to 100. I believe 10 is your base, which is going to determine your throw distance. It's also going to be good for if you're outside and you have wind. That's when the output is going to come into effect, because
Right.
your output, typically most people are going to be running 50% or less for most use cases. When you need that 50 to 100% is when you're outside and you have wind kicking up. It's going
Right.
to break up those snow particles. So they need to start bigger, or you're not going to get a flurry. You're going to get a very light effect.
Right.
So having that extra 50 to 100, typically you wouldn't use that level of output, but when you're outdoors, sometimes it's required.
Nice.
Man, well, these have come a long way since we were messing around with these.
Yeah.
I mean, we sell a lot of snow machines still, but we don't deal with them anymore. But we used to be on staff at a church over 15 years ago now. Good grief. But, man, we were rigging up snow machines over 15, 16, 17 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just those boxes.
Well, we still have the lower
those
end
are still-
machines that
those are
You
still
just
here.
need a lot of them, and you got
Smaller
to
than-
angle them certain ways. And if you want to get
Correct.
dispersion in your room, you're like, we're shooting them left and right and shooting them this way to try to make something happen. And now you can just grab one of those things.
Yeah, I remember these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, something else that's interesting since you just pulled it up, that M12 dual output, middle left there.
Oh, yeah.
So that one's interesting. I don't know of another machine that will do what this one does.
Yeah.
Is it both sides?
So it has dual nozzles and dual heating elements. So the point is, you can't run a fog machine consistently because
yeah,
your
it
heating
shuts-
element has to
right.
cool off.
Oh, so they alternate?
This doesn't have the problem. You can
nice.
either fire both for massive, thick amounts of fog
Yeah.
all at once in a jet, or you
One
can
at a time.
alternate for constant, non-stop fogging. So
That's
for
pretty
somebody
cool.
who needs something like that for an extended period,
Right.
it's the only thing I know that does it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, for the viewers online, what's the difference between fog and haze
Well,
and any other one things that you know
fog
about?
is short bursts and thicker.
Yep.
Basically, haze is like continuous, and you can regulate how thick you want it. Usually, people use it very lightly. We also have what's called phase, which is continuous fog. The difference is true haze runs on oil-based fluids, whereas phase is a hazer, but it runs on water-based.
interesting.
Most of our hazers will run on water-based as well, but we call the water-based ones phasers because they're
Gotcha.
continuous foggers as well.
Nice.
Yeah, and essentially your different use cases, the fog is more of an effect.
Yes.
We do have some upshot foggers that actually have lights in them, so you can color your fog as well. We had a use case where someone was trying to put it into a hockey arena, so when the team would make a goal, their colors would fire out.
Gotcha.
But for haze, think of it more as you're creating haze inside a space so that you can see your beams of light, your
Yes.
lasers. It's creating an effect
Right.
of haze over your production, essentially.
Yeah, we have that quite often where a client will be like, "Yeah, we want movers, we want these profiles or spots," and then they're like, "Yeah, but we don't want haze," because everyone has kind of a haze has a bad connotation. Like people think it, people see it and then they get a little tickle in their throat and they think it's like it's choking them out. It's really not. It's like a psychological thing. But you need that haze. You need those particulates so that you can actually see the beams of the movers, see the different profiles, the different gobos, whatever. You see it in the air.
It hugely enhances the effect of your lighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Otherwise,
the
you
cool
only see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the cool pictures you see or videos and people watch on YouTube, when they see a mover, it looks like a lightsaber, right? And they probably just think that the light does that. Like it makes that beam somehow, but unless you have haze, so we have those conversations a lot, especially with churches. Yeah. And there's a learning curve to it though. You can't have your production guy back there just cranking that thing 1,000% the whole time. You got to find that really nice spot to see the lights, but not even make people know there's haze in the room. That's what we always go
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the win. The win is there's haze in the room. No one knows there's haze in the room, and you see all the lights.
for. Right.
So what product do you think we're looking at for that? What's your best hazer? What would you recommend?
The most popular one that we sell is the Z350. It's like a middle of the line, more for entertainment market. But we do have, if you want a true hazer, the AZ1000. And what did you bring? You brought the
F6
F6.
we have on hand, which is it's really good as it's a phaser. So it'll do a little bit of both, some
that's
fog, some
considered a
haze.
phaser. So it's
I'm looking at the phase. All right, what was that model number?
He brought the F6, which is right there to the
bottom
right.
one.
Yeah,
The
Z350 all
Oh,
the
yeah,
way at the bottom there.
all the way in the, right there.
All right, so this is the Z350 phaser.
There's the nice light beams we're talking about.
Yeah, right there.
That don't
lasers.
exist unless you have haze.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yep, your lasers don't look cool unless it's like this.
Yeah, and that's obviously a concert level of haze.
Right.
So you have quite a lot.
Right.
In a house of worship, you're going to be quite a bit less. It may look like that on stage.
Yeah.
Ideally, you're going to have them angled at the front of the stage, angled back a little bit off to the sides.
Yep.
That way it doesn't hit the audience like crazy. You're going to kind of contain a lot of it to the stage.
Right.
Yeah, we always try to get them to get the hazer going before they even open doors,
Yes.
so that the room is filling up and you have a good amount of haze in the room, so that when you walk in, it's kind of already in there. If you don't do that and everyone's sitting in their seats and then the first song starts and you turn your hazer on, then you do kind of get that fog effect sometimes, and you'll see it come out, and then
Yeah.
everyone sees it and they're like, oh, there's
Yeah.
haze, I'm going to choke and all this.
I agree.
So start that stuff early, get your room filled up and get it ready, and then it's just already in there and people don't notice
Definitely.
it as much.
If we get in on a design, if we're designing a new build and stuff, we'll take a look at the HVAC returns and see where that stuff goes to, because it's all the flow of the air in the room,
Right.
where you put the hazers, the best placement for it, so
For
that you don't
sure.
get one really heavy side of your stage and not the other.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff happens all the time.
Don't set it up right beside your AC return, because you're going to
Correct.
pump that out and just suck it right in. Sometimes it helps disperse in the room a little bit when you do that, but you just need more time to make it happen.
And typically, modern HVAC systems, their fire alarm is inside the ducting, so it's actually reading the particulates. It's reading this stuff. Y'all deal with that a lot. People
Yeah,
asking about
sometimes
that.
it shows they'll have to shut off
Yep.
Right.
that specific particle or fire alarm.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, if they have a particulate sensor, usually it'll have to be shut off before we turn any of the machines on. But that's most people are going to know if that's in their building, and then if they're using it that day,
Yeah.
they would shut off specifically the particulate sensors.
Right.
We do tests a lot. If we open a new building with a church, we're like, all right, call the fire guys and tell them, hey, we're about to run a test, and we'll pump the room like crazy. We'll fill it up with haze heavy. We'll turn the AC on. We let it run through the system, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
If we don't set it off, then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. But it's good to do that. Otherwise, if you don't know about it and you open your first service and you pump your haze and the alarm goes off, it's going to be a sad day for you.
Yeah.
It's not
Everyone's
good.
leaving.
And
It's going to be an hour.
AC turns off.
AC
So
shuts
AC's
off.
Everyone's hot now. And
Yeah.
fire alarm. Yeah.
So
And you get a charge to roll the fire department out.
Yes, I know. Do the test. Try to set the thing off. We always try to. We're like, pump that thing like crazy. Let's try to make the alarm go off.
Yeah, see what the threshold
And
is.
then, you're good after that, because you're going to back it way down. So,
We have a couple clients that have older buildings or A-frame, and they have like a laser. So it's a fire alarm laser.
Physical
if
laser.
it breaks the laser.
Yes.
If it breaks a laser, it goes off.
and
So
even sometimes the haze or fog would be enough to
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't see very often. You don't see
Yeah.
those very often. It's
I think
typically like a
people
big
got away
A-frame
from
or
them.
something. But so that's
Too
the guy.
sensitive.
Yeah, too sensitive.
Right. Yeah. What other kind of stuff you got? You got hazers, phasers, foggers.
I know, I don't know if you want to talk about much like this, but I'm interested to who came up with the bubble idea? How did you guys? Because you have one that they fill with.
No,
Do they not have fog in them?
No, Antari only makes very simple bubble machines. They're not huge.
Yeah.
They're just smaller bubble machines. There are other companies that do have bubble machines with
Oh, if you go back there, under products,
We
special effects
that are filled with fog, but we
Gotcha.
do not. We do not make
That's
those.
where yeah. So those are the three that we have. Your high output's going to be the B200, just to really. I think it's got six different
Settings.
wands on there, so it's just outputting consistently. If you need a lot
That's the one
in
I-
the air.
that's the one
That
I
thing's
want.
cool. We do the bubble stuff in kids' rooms.
Yes.
At churches and stuff.
100%.
It's a really cool
They love
effect.
'em. Kids
It's
love
not
bubbles.
expensive. It's not hard to maintain and keep going. It's a really cool effect, and kids love it. So
Yeah, just a fan and some bubble wands
Yeah.
and a little bit of fluid, and you're good to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the scent machines too. I want to see them.
Yeah, the scent machines are very interesting. So we actually have all of our own scents in-house as well.
Okay.
So I don't even know the number of scents we have. It's massive. We have
about
a lot.
50 different scents.
Yeah.
Right.
Ranging from food to
Yeah.
you could have popcorn, you could have cotton candy, you could have all kinds of different foods, fruit flavors, nasty smells.
Oh, you got some
Yeah,
fart
for,
smells?
like, haunted houses.
Garbage.
And you have
Haunted
like
house
the
type
Christmassy
stuff, yep.
scents.
Crazy.
But they're all on the price sheet. You'll be able to pick whatever you want. And if there's a scent that we don't have that a customer is asking for, we probably could make it.
I want new car smell.
That's a good one.
Make a mini one that plugs into your
Probably have
cigarette
something
lighter
similar.
for your car.
Well, and then these can be triggered via DMX.
Yes.
So it's not something where it's just a set and forget. If you want to trigger it as an effect when something comes on screen or something comes across stage so that people get that sensory
it's 4D.
experience
That's
at
4D.
the same time. Exactly, for that type of 4D experience.
That's cool.
Where we see these a lot are churches that have multiple campuses.
Yep.
To keep continuity between campuses, to make it feel like you're at the same church. You
They'll
know,
do a
Same
scent.
atmosphere.
they'll do a
right.
scent. So the church will have a scent. And
Yeah,
you'll-
like their
you'll-
signature.
Hotels are the
Yeah.
same way. Like they have their signature
That's
scent,
right.
and
That's
they
right.
pump it. Once you walk in, you know it's that type of hotel.
part of the brand.
Right.
That is.
Yeah, I love it.
Very cool.
Yeah, those are very cool, small, easy to move around, use, and very effective. They're very popular.
Nice, love it.
We should get one for the office.
Yeah, another cool effect that
What
we
would be our smell?
You know, we have a scent that's
There you
called
go.
Aphrodisiac. That's
Oh, really?
actually really good. Like, I always use it when we go to shows because it smells so good, and people remember it because they'll come back and say, "What is that scent?"
I don't know if we can do that here. We gotta have some single guys on the staff. But we should probably get like the scent of ramen because that's what our our office typically smells like.
Rum. Okay.
Ramen soup. That's what all the guys eat.
Well, yeah, we do have one other really interesting product that I just want to highlight because it's very interesting. It's called the Firebox LED. It's essentially just LEDs and a piece of white cloth.
Oh, and it flaps.
And a fan.
I know them and I've
whereabouts
used them. Or I know someone that does.
It would be under special
Maybe
effects, but I'm not sure where. I would just search where that little, click that,
Yeah.
and then Firebox.
Yep. It looks like it's a fake
Yeah,
fire.
it's like
Yes,
a little
exactly.
fire.
Exactly.
They look in the right lighting, in the right distance away.
They look
real.
They do, yeah.
For stage effects,
Yep.
if you're doing performances, plays,
Yep.
or just need that kind of fire effect on
Yeah.
the stage, put that in an area behind your performers.
Yep.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Yep. So, yeah.
Oh, not the best quality photo there, but
I love those things.
Remember, my dad owned like a production company that did one of the largest kind of passion plays in the world, really, in Florida for decades. And we used real fire on a lot of stuff, but there were some things
Not right.
like we didn't, like if a donkey was carrying a cart or something, it's all made out of wood, we wouldn't want to use a real fire on that. So he used these things all the time. We did a big Bethlehem setup that one time for Christmas. We like built a Bethlehem kind of town so people could
Right.
walk through it, and we had these little things all over the place.
It was legit.
and
Yeah.
just for an idea on cost on those, it's $200.
Right.
Yeah, so they're not expensive. It's easy to get a few of those and throw them into a production.
Set designs for churches, like if you want to do some cool set design and you're not allowed to do real fire, so
Well, or you just don't want to deal with the fire marshal,
Right.
and there's
those at the right distance and with like the right lighting, like they look really, really good. I think
Yeah.
they're cool.
Yeah, they're huge.
Well,
Huge, atmospheric.
I think that's a good way to segue into our next one. This is more of a lighting and less of a atmospheric product.
Yep.
So, and I'll let you introduce event lighting.
So Antari took over U.S. distributorship of Event Lighting. Event Lighting is an Australian brand, like I said, and been around for a long time. It's number one in Australia, New Zealand, and India. It's our first time bringing it to the U.S. market. So my goal is to get it in not only with integrators, but also with some retail
that's the
stores
one.
and some key accounts that will stand behind the line and, really help it grow.
Yeah.
My background is in lighting, as you all know. I was very impressed when I saw event lighting products because they're built like pro products,
Yeah.
but the prices are very affordable. Everything on the pro side, they have two versions. We have an event lighting light, which would be the lower end 3-pin DMX,
Yeah.
IEC power, but everything metal housing. That's our light version, and everything on the pro side, which is the majority of the products.
Yeah.
Also metal housing, 5-pin DMX, and True One connectors.
Nice.
I brought a few samples of some of the products that we currently have in the U.S. in stock. Every product that we carry will be in black and white housing.
Okay.
We currently are stocking the black. This first one that you're seeing here is actually from our light version.
The light brand. All right.
It's a 12 by 12 watt hex chip with a 40-degree beam angle. So if you have a small church that needs to light up a stage,
Right.
or a small school that doesn't have big budgets,
Yep.
this light is $179.99 MAP.
Nice.
Metal housing, if you hold it in your hand, you'll see that it has weight to it. It's not a plastic,
Right.
little par that. So it's very rugged, built well, and I think it can do really well even in the integration market.
Yeah, especially for not just for smaller churches, but if you're a bigger church and you have youth rooms or kids rooms,
Correct.
a lot of times those
Correct.
budgets get
Cut
beat down a little bit
Right.
in those other rooms, or they're getting hand-me-downs from other places or whatever. So you could go with an option like this where it's not going to destroy your budget, and you can have access to, a nice light and get color in your room and that sort of thing.
Correct. This is the first of the light side that we have in the States, but we
Okay.
will be bringing bigger pars on that same level, as well as other types of effects.
You think
So
they'll do like any kind of light version moving fixtures at some point? Or?
we will have movers.
Yeah.
We will be previewing some movers at IAPA
Okay.
in November here in Orlando.
Okay.
And they're all going to be IP rated. We will have a wash, a hybrid, and a beam fixture there. So
Cool.
anybody that's coming to IAPA, please come by our booth, and
Yeah.
I'll show you what we have.
So, Event Lighting is the brand. Is it going to stay Event Lighting, or is
Yes.
Antari going to put their stamp on it, or no?
It's going to stay
Antari.
Event Lighting. It's an established brand,
Okay.
but it's part of Antari.
Right.
So your Antari umbrella covers Event Lighting. So anything you order from Antari will be included under Antari.
Right. Gotcha. Very cool. Nice to know there's another option out there.
Yeah, let's see some more, dude.
Definitely. Would you like to do wireless or
Whichever.
wired next?
Bring the Par 12, the Pro side, so you can.
So this would be the pro version,
So this is
basically.
the Pro version.
It's more. It's beefier. You can tell already.
It's beefier. It's I brought the white so you could see what the white housing looks like.
Yep.
However, we have the black in stock. This fixture has True One power.
Nice.
It has 5-pin DMX. And the cool thing about event lighting is that once you buy a par in the box, you're going to get your gel frame, but you're also going to get your True One power and your 5-pin DMX cable.
Oh, nice.
And there's an option that I don't think anybody out there has. We include an Omega bracket.
I was about to say I see the Omega holes on the. I was going to ask you about
So
it.
we definitely include the Omega bracket as well for hanging, as an added.
That's
hanging
nice to have on
capability.
a par.
Well,
Yep.
it's
I mean-
not a separate piece that you have to buy either. It comes
Right.
with it just in case you need it.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is a hex chip. It
one
is
has
a
full
hex.
display.
It is 25-degree beam angle. However, we do have options. Like if you have a church or a school and you need specific beam angle,
Yep.
we offer 15-degree, 25-degree, 30, and 40
Okay. On the pars.
on the pars,
Cool.
on the pro pars.
Yeah. That's very cool.
I can tell you that it's a lot brighter than our competitors, and the map price on it is $100 less. So, definitely a value.
So what was
Yeah.
the map price? Do you all talk about it?
The map pricing on that one, I believe, is $369 or $389. I can't see. I'm old.
Yeah, me too. I can't see either.
For a limited time only, Crowncast members get 360 now.
She said it.
It's actually slightly less. You're at $365.99.
$365.99.
So
So
Very
365 for, and what's the wattage on it?
It's
12
12
watts.
Okay, so 144-ish or 150-ish, whatever you're going to end up being with other stuff. So that's a good size par for not a lot of money, really, comparatively.
And something that a lot of people don't do, the hex chip that's in here is RGBWAU, which is red, green, blue, white, amber, and ultraviolet.
Right.
So you have UV in here where you're not going to need a separate light to do UV effects.
Yeah, I love when you have the options like that. And the more colors you get, as you guys know, your colors are better when you're mixing, that sort of
Exactly.
thing. So that's great. It's not just your straight RGB. So the light version is probably just what, RGB?
Same.
No, it's all
Oh, it's all of them?
chips.
Cool.
Just
That's cool.
different lensing, different LED, different power.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these ones, the lenses on the front can be changed out for different degrees. So when you're ordering them, you would just let us know what
Right.
specific degree you need, and we can also, if we need to change it down the road, change it down the road.
Very cool. Is there a small version of that in the Pro line? Or
yes.
is like a
We
5 or
have-
something?
The next one that he'll show you is called the Par 5H.
Okay.
It's 12 watt
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
hex
Those little
chip
guys.
LEDs. Same True One connector, same 5-pin DMX, metal housing as well, and extremely bright.
Yeah.
The beam angle is also 25 degrees.
So
And you have optional. You do get a gel frame, and we do include a diffusion on there,
Okay, cool.
which you probably won't need, but
Right.
if you do, if you're trying to get a really good warm white and you want to diffuse it,
Right.
you don't need so much power. It works well.
Those guys right there will probably work really well for truss warmers, what we like to call
Yep.
truss warmers. So if you guys are using a bunch of trussing in your building or something and you want to light up all your trussing, those guys are small enough that they can fit through those little angle holes and get in there easily and probably do a really good job, I bet.
Well, and just to make it uniform with the other one, is it's basically a smaller version. This
Yep.
does also have the Omega bracket that comes with it.
Sweet.
Not necessarily that you'll need it for weight or anything
Right,
like
right.
that, but just so you're doing the same rigging on each one and not
Right.
having to change it up per
Right.
light.
That's a cool little light. I like
It
that
is,
one.
especially for low ceilings, areas where they have drop ceilings. It's
Right.
a small converted old supermarket that
Right.
that they're using or something, and they just really don't have that room.
Right.
Fixtures like this fit in very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm not like the biggest lighting guy, obviously. I'm like the sound guy, but you can kind of tell when a light fixture looks good.
Oh, yeah, you can.
You can see it.
Garrett
I get a feeling about it.
Garrett's making changes in his life about lighting. He's starting to like it a little better.
I want to develop my own lighting console, and it works just like an audio console.
Oh boy!
We've had these
And that one,
conversations.
so the map on it is $249.99.
Okay, so $250 for a nice pro level, pro grade light like that is good and looks good.
We
Sweet.
also have a variable white small Fresnel
Oh, cool.
that has a manual zoom between 30 and 50 degrees. I can tell you that the CRI on it is 95 plus, which is excellent.
Very good.
Has really, really good warm white, cool white mixing. It is 5-pin DMX, True One connector, metal housing. But the best part about this Fresnel is that it is so tiny.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So you can fit it in anywhere and get a bunch of light out of it.
Yeah.
Also has an integrated manual zoom,
Yep, I see that.
which for a light this size
That's
is
awesome.
surprising. And
Yeah.
It's 20 to 50 degrees.
20 to
So
50.
It's a good spread.
And it has barn door. Do the barn doors come with that, or is that
Yes,
an accessory?
it comes
in.
I was going to say
complete.
it looks like they're built in. I didn't want to say it, but it looks like they are. So built-in barn doors, which is really cool. It's very small.
Well, and all of these are fanless. So they're,
Which is
they're
great.
heat synced, so they're
Right.
going to be totally silent
Right.
for any sort of operation where they're going to be near anything that's picking up. You have ceiling mics, choir mics, things like that. You really need your lights to be quiet.
I can see that's a product that's kind of missing in the lighting world, especially for the stuff that we use a lot. Is a Fresnel that size. we would rather use Fresnels for like front lighting on stages, but when we're dealing with a smaller stage, we only have a few options of Fresnels that we like and like to use, but to get one that's that size is pretty cool. I think.
map on it is $395.99. So
Okay, so
96.
$400 and it's variable white. You said
Yes.
Variable white.
that's cool.
Yeah, great little fixture.
Yeah,
All metal, very light as well. So not a lot of rigging hang-ups either with how many you can put on a bar.
are they going to do other Fresnels too, or do they have other Fresnels?
We do, and we are going to be bringing in a couple of ellipsoidals, a 200 and a 300 watt LED.
Yeah.
I'll have all of that by LDI.
Okay.
So December we'll
Sweet.
have it in display.
Any color RGB whatever
Yes.
Fresnels? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Coming.
Yeah, on the way.
Fresnels, if you don't know, like, so church stage lighting was like, for a long time, it was, everyone was using the dimmers, obviously, and a lot of ellipsoidals. And then LEDs started coming around and people were still buying like LED ellipsoidals and you're still doing like, craziness. Then it kind of turned to, we just want a really nice wash on the stage for cameras. And the band can kind of be dark a little bit in the background and that's okay. For a while, that wasn't okay. If Bobby was on stage playing bass, the church wanted to make sure that he had a light on him, because he's up there and like we need to make sure people can see him. Now it's like Bobby can sit in the back by the LED wall and play. It's fine as long as the stage has kind of some light. So the church switched to like a Fresnel front lighting scenario, and like most churches these days have that wash on the front of the stage versus like 40 ellipsoidals. We still use ellipsoidals in places if we want to spot certain things.
Right.
But that whole switch to a Fresnel front lighting happened, a few years ago. A couple churches started doing it first, and then everyone copied them. So that's kind of what everybody does now. It's great to see other options, and if they come out with more sizes and stuff, that'd be
We will
pretty cool.
have more to come. Like I said, this is what we currently have in stock. We've only brought in one container so far.
Yeah.
We have another one coming by the end of next month with more products. And we do have a lot of new products that will be debuting at like LDI in December.
And I don't know if we went over this. So the what we have coming in is in Corona, California. So obviously all the event lighting stuff is coming from Australia. It's an Australian-based company. But Antari is based in Corona, California, and we are stocking event lighting. So we're bringing over containers right now. Just started bringing over, as Anna had said, our first container. Our second one's on the way. So that way it's not shipping from Australia. It's coming from us in Corona, California.
To correct you, the products are manufactured in China.
Excuse
They're
me.
engineered in Australia.
Yep.
And it's manufactured in our own factory in China.
Right.
So they are coming from China, so they are subject to tariffs like everybody else.
Yep.
However, we've kind of incorporated the pricing so that we don't have to change it
Right.
Great.
in January like everybody else probably will.
Right.
So, we're trying to keep it at a value where you're going to be excited about this new brand, because it's not a new brand. It's an established brand. It's well built.
Yeah.
And you're going to get the same bells and whistles as other manufacturers at a better price.
Cool.
Awesome. You got any more to show us? You want to show us a battery one, or?
Oh, yep. So this one is our PAR 9x12 BH IP. Basically what that means, it's a battery powered hex 12 watt LED, so it's extremely powerful. It is metal housing. You can also run it on power. It does have True One connectors, and they're all IP65, so this is an outdoor battery powered uplight or PAR.
Yep.
Could be hung just like a regular PAR. It's all LCD display.
Nice.
You have WDMX and CRMX built in, transmit receive, so it's not a proprietary wireless.
Yep.
And I can tell you that it's one of the most powerful uplights that I've seen. It's a map about $699.
Yep.
individually, but you can also buy it in a 6-pack with a case, and it's around 4,200, something
Gotcha.
like that.
So
Does the case charge it?
Yeah.
Does the case charge
Yes,
it?
Yes.
you plug them into the case and you charge your case.
And it's a 6-pack case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can charge 6 at a time.
so mobile churches, like
They love
we
those.
deal with this all the time. We do a lot of mobile churches, and and it's all about how quickly can we set up on a
Yes.
Sunday morning
Right.
and get everything. And but everybody wants lights and everybody wants everything, and everything takes time to set up, right? So
Right.
something like this where you don't even have to run a DMX cable if you want to run wireless. I'm a fan of the WDMX stuff. It works really
very
well,
stable.
right? We've had our issues with other. Everyone has kind of their own wireless, and a lot of it's really, really cheap, and you have issues with it. WDMX has always been great, so that's really cool. The battery thing, like charge that stuff during the week or whatever, and your lights work for you on a Sunday morning. You can just pop these things out and have lighting. It's
Yeah,
pretty
you'll
cool.
get about 20 hours on one color. I can tell
Nice.
you I've been using it for the last 3 weeks for demos, and I still haven't charged it, and it's still like in the 70%.
Yeah, 20 hours will get through probably half of the pastor's sermon.
Well, and the best part
We know who it
is
That's the sermon.
the reality of the situation ends up unfortunately being people forget to charge
Yeah.
all
Right.
the time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the only wireless light I know of, metal housing professional, that you can not only use as a transmitter for your other wireless lights,
I was going to ask that.
but you
yeah.
can power it directly from the wall. It bypasses your battery and just powers the thing directly. So, oops, we forgot to charge it.
You can
Not
also
a
plug
big
it in
deal.
if you need
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, plug it in
Okay.
and run it rather
It
than,
has
oh, we need
pass-through
6 hours to
power
charge
and
now.
DMX as well, so if you want to
So-
wire it, you can.
Yeah, cool feature.
Once again, speaking from a not lighting guy, construction seems rugged. They look good. They feel good. Sometimes you grab a light and you're like, ooh. Oh, I know where this came from.
Oh, yeah, heavy duty. You can definitely
Yeah, let me
tell.
see
It's got a
this thing.
solid battery in
I
there.
wanna
as
feel
well.
it.
Let me see this thing.
I love IP rated lights too. Even if they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
indoors, I still like them because they're usually built more heavy duty.
More rugged, right?
You don't have to deal with the issues with dust and that sort of stuff.
Or people
happening.
can drop something on it, and,
Right.
it's like
Spill your coffee on it, whatever.
Oh, the power button just won me over.
yeah.
We have an actual power button, people.
Yeah, a physical tactile power button.
All right, I'm a believer.
Now, are you guys aware of the difference between the two protocols that are in this, the WDMX and CRMX?
I don't know about CRMX much. I
Right.
have read about it a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've never used it. I don't think.
Is that the one that Lumen Radio?
Yep.
Uses?
That's
Yes.
what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So we
So-
just recently.
Yeah,
got that.
WDMX has lost some support.
Uh-oh, what
Pretty much
happened?
completely
What
at this
happened?
point.
What'd they do?
The company dissolved.
Oh.
And all the main engineers at the company went over to Lumen Radio and created
Okay.
CRMX.
I figure it's probably
There we go.
close.
So CRMX, in all intents and purposes, is the new WDMX.
Gotcha.
WDMX does still work. There are still legacy fixtures with WDMX, so WDMX is included in a lot of stuff now, just because, people aren't going to update their entire lighting system when WDMX still works.
Right.
So we're including it in a lot of new fixtures still and new products still because they're going to have to integrate with the WDMX fixtures that are out there.
Gotcha.
It will eventually phase out, but right now WDMX is still probably the most popular. CRMX is gaining popularity, but it'll take a little while to adopt.
Yep, I get it.
Well, as long as it works.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
all
we
I care about.
That's the important thing.
We've had some that didn't work, and it wasn't fun.
Oh, yeah. That's
But it's
Over the years.
a lot of companies started just doing their own kind of wireless,
Right.
and it never worked that great.
yeah, the proprietary stuff gets a little weird.
Yeah.
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 But it's limited too, because
Right.
you only get a certain amount of
Yeah.
range, and
Right.
if somebody's in that range,
I know. You get a bunch of people jumping on that 2.4 or
Bandwagon.
whatever it is that they're running
Yeah.
on, then
Yeah,
somebody's
it's
getting kicked
2.4.
off at some
That's
point.
what it is.
Yeah, there's only so many frequencies available.
You mentioned that you like IP version fixtures. We are bringing in some movers. Especially, we're going to have them here for IAPA demos and they are all IP rated, so they'll all be IP65 rated as well.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, we started speccing some in our designs and stuff because it's a lot of times people think of IP and you just think, well, it's not outdoors, so I don't need it. But there is a quality to an IP light too that's better because it's made to withstand stuff, right? So it's better, heavier duty, and
Just you know, for non-IP lighting users that put their lights outdoors, we are selling rain covers for both PARs and movers. So we do carry those as well because we do know that there's instances, especially in Florida, well, they'll have them out in a terrace somewhere and, you know, the rain comes in and, oh, well.
Yeah.
You know?
Florida's.
Well, I think IP too, you don't just think water, you can think dust
anything.
as well. So, because
Dust.
we're up in ceilings all the time in buildings where lights have been up there for a couple, 2 or 3 years, and it's a 1/4 inch thick on those things. I mean, it's just everywhere, and all that's getting down inside your fixture at some point. So, IP saves you with that.
It does.
Something
help.
big I ran into recently is those drop ceilings. You're hanging a bar in the drop ceiling, and you're hanging a few pars from it, and then your HVAC guy has to go up there, and he lifts it up, and now you have insulation falling onto your light and little bits of glass and stuff. IP helps in that situation
big
as well.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, this is kind of cool.
Well, in the background, I turned on one of the hazers here, and if people listening to the podcast, it's not my pacemaker. That's that's the hazer. It's actually quite quiet, but it is right beside the mic here. So you want to chat about this guy?
Yeah.
Can we turn
give
it
you a
on? Let's
little
get it
run
going.
through here. So this is the F6 Phaser. So essentially, we do have wireless control capabilities. We do have DMX control capabilities. This is your standard tub. You don't necessarily need to use this to run it. If you need something bigger, a set and forget, you would run a longer tube to a bigger outside canister. We have the ability to pump either way, whether you're doing from this one or from a separate piece. So here we have manual controls. This is going to be your output. This is going to be your fan level, and you can just trigger and say go. If you want to do timer, however, you can set every 60 seconds, fire for 10 seconds at whatever output you want, and change it that way so it's more of a set and forget. And then, of course, you do have your DMX control options, so you could rig this right to a board and just fire it off with faders or with triggers. So we can go back to our manual, and we have it at 60% output at 40% fan. We'll set it off, let the pump go here. As you can see, we're pumping fluid.
Oh,
and
right in the
going.
camera. That was perfect. We're hazing. Look,
That'll give you more of a direct fire out. This door helps kind of angle it, especially if you're trying to get something more up toward the ceiling rather than straight out. Then you can get a good angle on it to fire it up to get it more into the crowd or into your stage area.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then once we get a little haze out here, we can fire that beam up and give you an idea of exactly how it works.
So, cool. I'm a fan of haze. Get one for my house.
All right, I'll cut that off now before we fog out the whole place here.
There you go.
All right, let's see the light.
I mean, this isn't a super tight beam, and
You
we have a
can
lot
see
of,
it.
but
You can see the beam
definitely
already.
see through.
Straight up. Put it straight up.
Oh, there we go. See it?
Yeah.
See if you can see. There's a very limited amount of haze in here right now. We're in a bright room, but you can see.
Yeah, with the ambient light, haze is a little less of an effect until you fill the whole room, but definitely still seeing a beam, even on this fixture, which is much more of a wash setup at the moment.
Right.
I love it.
Cool.
Awesome. So what model's that?
This is the F6 Phaser. This is actually our previous model. Our new model is the F6D. Just some upgraded components, internal components, different power board, I believe it is, and a little bit. Same control,
It has
same
added
screen.
RDM.
Okay.
And RDM on board.
That's what it is.
Cool. Very cool.
There's one thing that we didn't talk about on the Antari side. Antari also has a line called Dark Effects, which is
black lights and
owned
stuff?
by Antari. And it's true UV lighting. It's
Yeah.
LED, but it's not purple light. It's true UV,
Gotcha.
365 nanometers. Install grade fixtures. Yep, those are it. And
take a look.
I can tell you that we also sell blacklight paints as well. And we also do scents for our fog fluid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can buy scents
for the
and use
fog as well.
For your fog
That's
as
right.
well. So.
I'm starting to get pre-show PTSD right now from smelling the haze fluid. I'm like, all right, show's about to start. Got to get my crap together. Get the console going. Make sure everything's good. I'm just getting a little bit PTSD. Sorry.
It is.
Well, and I'll give you a little warning. I didn't understand about the difference between what people call UV and true UV. That is true UV. Standing in front of it at a trade show, you will get a little tan from standing in front of it. It is actual UV light.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben found that out while fixing his AC. The other day.
In Florida you can get mold in your AC units
Yes,
pretty
they
easily,
have a
especially if
UV
they're
light
outside.
for
So
it.
you can put a UV light
Yes.
inside your AC
Mine
units.
has it, right.
So I installed my own because I do stuff on myself all the time.
He's
It
a
was fine.
lighting guy. So hey, HVAC
As we
lighting.
do,
Lighting, low voltage, I can handle all this, right? I can wire it in. So I did that probably 3 years ago. It was fine, worked great. But then my bulbs died out, and I had to replace them. This was a couple months ago. So all I did was go in. I got a new brand of light, little tube, kind of UV. I popped them in. I probably had I probably had it on in my face for 8 to 10 seconds, maybe, and then I put it in my thing and I put the cover on. Fine. I went out. I spent the day with my family. We were doing stuff. Well, later that night, it kicked in, and I completely fried my eyeballs.
no.
It was absolutely awful.
Oh my gosh.
I ended up in the ER. I had burns all over my eyeballs. I was blind for 48 hours. I had to sit in a dark room for almost 3 days. No screens, nothing, just black. It was
fun.
Yeah, that's rough.
obviously that's not going to be that type of powerful UV.
Will that happen to us?
The bulbs I bought on Amazon for my AC
That's where you went wrong.
were very, very powerful, I guess, and I fried my
Just
eyeballs.
so you know the difference between true UV and UV LEDs that claim to be UV. It's not only the 365 nanometer, but also if you put your hand in front of this, you won't get purple light on your hands.
Oh,
It
gotcha.
doesn't have a purple output. It's just
Right.
UV. So
Right.
you'll only see it when you have anything that's black light reactive. or
Right.
UV
Right.
reactive.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Well, anything else y'all want to chat about? I know you guys have to get out of here in a couple minutes.
That's kind of a good overview of
Yeah.
what we do between the event lighting brand and the Antari brand. So
Awesome.
Unless you guys had anything specifically you wanted to go over, I think that'll do it for us.
Yeah, we'll have your guys' contacts and stuff in the comment or whatever the section. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Ben will figure it out. Yeah. But Dan, why don't you quickly tell some of the lines that you hold with?
Oh, of course. And bear with me. There's quite a few here.
Yeah.
But I'll give you an overview of kind of what we do over at Salesforce here.
Yeah. So with Antari, to get to you, essentially, what region are you overseeing? Did that come out right?
So as Salesforce and Associates,
Yeah.
we oversee the Southeast United States.
Southeast.
So we have Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi, I believe. Yes, I
Gotcha.
think that's the last one.
Okay, sweet.
So the whole Southeast United States, and then we also do have freight forwarders in Miami. So we do have some things that we'll be able to send down to South America, the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and we have a fully bilingual gentleman who handles that area as well. He's actually from Puerto Rico.
Oh, sweet.
So he goes back down there, visits friends and family, and does some sales while he's out there as well. So he's very inundated with that area. If we have any clients that are down there as well,
Awesome. Sweet.
I can give you a quick overview of
Let's hear a
some of the
couple.
things that we do.
Yeah, let's hear the couple.
So we do have SE microphones, which is
SE.
a very interesting microphone brand. It's got a lot of popularity over the
Yeah.
last few years. And SE actually recently, the reason I bring it up is they went direct. So we are the direct reps for SE microphones, and we've been seeing a lot of interest, a lot of movement from retail stores all the way up to performance venues and kind of everywhere in between.
Right.
So the SE mic line has been great for us. For video, we have data video, PTZ cameras, controllers, different things like that. For audio, we have EAW.
Yep.
We also do distribute EV. So that's another option that we have. It's not a direct rep relationship, but we do have the ability to distribute Electro-Voice products as well.
Cool.
A couple of interesting ones. Hear Technologies, personal in-ear monitor systems. They have overlays for their actual control platforms so that each person can be told, if they have a nickname or a different thing, their overview can be customized to see what each channel does to what they want. So that the person on stage can control their own thing easily. Or if you have a person controlling in-ear monitors behind desk, he has a little bit more control there.
Right.
We do have some amplifiers, Lab Groupin, Clark Technic DSPs. We do have a couple of amplifiers through the Dynacord line as well, which is a part of the EV brand. So for amplification for speakers.
Yep.
We have some interesting audio brands as well from outside of the United States. HK Audio, which has been a big brand for us. We're actually going to be in Miami next week doing an HK Audio event down there. So that's going to be fun. We're expecting, I think right now we have like 70 different people signed up to come in, end users, dealers, just to check out the brand. It's a German audio brand that hasn't really been big in the United States. They just came over here probably about a year ago. So it's very interesting, something to be watching.
Awesome.
Then kind of along those same lines, Midas consoles.
Yep.
So, I know Midas has been really popular over the years.
Yep.
We do have access to Midas consoles. Their new HD96 is awesome. It's probably quite a bit more than what most churches are using and, what most people use. We don't do a ton of those, but we do also have the smaller consoles, and we did just come out with a fully digital version of the HD96. Has a full display, only a couple of knobs and faders on the side, but we do have a separate fader wing you can attach to that if you like the tactile of the faders as well. There's quite a few more on here. We do have Mount It Pro for mounting solutions. They do have a non-pro line.
I was going to say, I know Mount It.
Yeah, so we do use them in residential stuff.
Right.
So they kind of run the gambit of mounts. If it's bent metal, they make it, and if they don't, they can bend some metal for you.
Right.
So it's really easy.
Right.
Structured cable products for bolt cables, connectors, things like that. That's SCP. A really interesting one for conference is Televic. So Televic Conference, they are in the UN building. They do all the translation in the UN. They do every single meeting space, and that main UN room has, I want to say something like 5,000 of their mics.
Wow.
So wired, wireless, conference mics, everything from a small conference room up to UN
The
building
UN.
with 250 simultaneous language translations.
Unbelievable.
And then another really interesting one that is local to us here in Florida is TAF, Truss Aluminum Factory. So there's a lot of different trussing options.
Yeah.
But TAF is right here in Florida. Their pricing is pretty good, and freight is almost non-existent being
Right,
here in Florida. If you're local, TAF is a really good option.
Yeah.
They do
Probably want to look into that.
6-chord. Do they do 6-chord and 5-chord
Like
stuff?
extra
or is
chord
it-
stuff on trussing, or is it just basic 4 pole?
So they do.
Okay.
But there's a little bit of a difference there with project size, just because it's something that is custom.
Gotcha.
So it's not something that they would stock consistently. It is something that they would sell, but it's going to be project per project.
Right.
If we get 2 or 3 at the same time, sure, we can get a container over easy, and we're not going to worry about charging anybody. But if it's a single project and it's only a few pieces, we may have to wait until we find 2 or 3 more projects that also need it, so we can fill a whole container to get it over.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Well, awesome. Daniel, Anna, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So cool to hear and see the new products.
Hey, thank you so much for having us. It was a great time. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm always available. You guys have my card.
Yep.
If you have any project, you have any questions, or need some guidance, please reach out.
Absolutely. And people on the intranet, give us a call. If any of these products you want to take a look at, we can probably do demos,
Yep.
Yes.
get you more information. We told map pricing, but we give the dirty deals, so we could probably help you out with some pricing on that. So any project, any AVL project that you got going on, you're building a building, an event space, studio, we'd love to help. CrownDesignGroup.org. Anything from you, Ben?
Make sure you like and subscribe to all the social media stuff. We're getting better at telling you guys to do that. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know. I am no longer a kid, and I don't know what's going on in social media. But go to our stuff, like and subscribe. Ask us questions on there if you have anything, especially about these specific products. We can get information if you have questions. That's it.
All right. Peace out.
See you.